Earlier today, Shigeru Miyamoto took to Twitter to announce the actors who'll be playing Link and Princess Zelda in the upcoming Legend of Zelda live-action movie. Zelda herself will be played by Bo Bragason, who is 21, and Link will be played by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth, who is only 16. This is the biggest news we've got about the Zelda movie, outside of the confirmation of its release date on May 7th, 2027, and the announcement of the project in the first place. It feels surreal to actually have the faces of our Link and Zelda. So let's talk a little bit about this news, and the actors themselves. Benjamin Evan Ainsworth was born in 2008 in Nottingham. While he's very young, he does have a few important roles under his belt already. He played Miles in The Haunting of Bly Manor in 2020, William Spiver in Flora and Ulysses in 2021, and voiced Pinocchio in the live-action remake in 2022, and most recently played Lester in Everything's Going to Be Great this year. So he's established himself as a talented actor, but is still relatively unknown, which I'm so pleased with. He'll really be able to embody the role of Link, something that would have been more difficult for a more popular, well-known actor to achieve. Bo Bragason was born in 2004 in Chichester, also in England. She's 21, so quite a few years older than Benjamin, but from the image released by Nintendo, she definitely fits the bill as Zelda. Like Benjamin, she hasn't appeared in a massive amount before this, most notably as Roxy Jackson in Renegade Nell and Amy Knightley in The Jetty, both in 2024. I haven't watched anything with her in, nor have I with Benjamin, but from the clips I've seen, both seem like capable actors, and both absolutely look the part. Outside of the actors' appearances and previous work, there's not a whole lot to this announcement, as exciting as it is. However, the images Nintendo decided to post are interesting. These aren't shots from previous films or television shows. These appear to be new photographs of the actors, perhaps from a screen test or something of the sort. Both actors are outside in lush green environments, as you'd expect for the Kingdom of Hyrule, and even their clothes are somewhat reminiscent of their characters' outfits. Bo wears a blue dress, similar to Zelda's in many games, notably Breath of the Wild, and Benjamin wears a simple greenish-brown tunic. I sincerely doubt that these are shots intended for the movie itself. I don't think filming's begun yet, and I'd expect Benjamin to look more blonde in the final version. But this does give us a good look at what we can expect for the general direction of this film. I'd expect that the movie will follow Link's journey right from the very beginning, from his humble origins in a village somewhere on the periphery of the Kingdom of Hyrule, from which he ventures into the wider world and begins his transformation into the legendary hero. With that in mind, this shot of Benjamin definitely feels like it could be similar to how he'll look at the very beginning of the film, before he wears the classic green tunic. It's also my very biased opinion that I'm glad these actors are English, especially Bo as Zelda. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom of course feature voice acting, and they opted to use a received pronunciation English accent for Princess Zelda and King Rome.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts.
However, the voice actors themselves weren't British, and it did sound quite forced in some instances, so I'm really pleased that they've opted for real British actors for these roles. Overall, this is exactly what I wanted from the casting of Link and Zelda. Young, talented actors who are still relatively unknown in the grand scheme of things. While I'm sure more famous actors could have worked here, their previous work and the fame from it would have hung over the film. It would be, to use the most basic example, Tom Holland as Link, rather than just Link. But The Legend of Zelda will be the most important roles of Bo and Benjamin's careers so far. These roles will define them as actors, rather than the other way around. I'm extremely happy with these decisions, and I can't wait to see more. But what do you think? Are you excited for the Zelda movie, and are you happy with the casting for Link and Zelda? Let me know in the comments down below. Cheers guys, and I'll see you next time.